Hey everybody, you know fossils, they give us a window into the distant past, but some discoveries have left scientists and the world truly astonished. From giant creatures we never knew existed to perfectly preserved moments frozen in time. Join me for today's video. We're counting number 15, the Titanoboa. In Colombia's Cerrejón coal mine, something ancient and massive lay hidden beneath the mudstone. This wasn't just a rare fossil or simply a relic of prehistoric life. It was a vertebra from the largest snake ever known. The Titanoboa, a prehistoric relative in the snake family, dominated the humid swamps of this land nearly 58 million years ago, and it was about to rewrite everything known about ancient tropical ecosystems. In 2004, a mine was stripped bare in search of coal, revealing layers of fossil-rich shale left behind. Among the bleached turtle shells, ancient crocodile ancestors, and lungfish, twice-articulated python, and green anaconda. Its thick, muscular girth could reach up to a man's waist, and its diet likely included anything it wanted, from hefty turtles to fearsome dinosaurs that lurked in the swamp. Yet unlike modern constrictors, Titanoboa was not strictly a land dweller. Its swampy home hinted at behaviors similar to those of today's anacondas, which thrive in water. For scientists, every vertebrae unearthed from Cerrejón was a revelation, and finding an attacked skull was almost too much to hope for. Snake skulls, built from delicate, separate bones, rarely survive intact. Yet there it was, embedded in the shale, a glimpse into the anatomical design that allowed Titanoboa to dominate its realm. Number 14, the Helicoprion. Helicoprion, a mysterious genus of extinct cartilaginous fish, swam in the ancient oceans roughly 290 million years ago. Resembling modern sharks in many ways, these creatures stand out for features that, unlike anything seen, species have been uncovered around the world, from Idaho to China, offering glimpses into the characteristics that define this bizarre predator. Lacking traditional bones, its skeletons were primarily cartilage, which rarely fossilizes. As a result, most fossils consist of tooth whorls, which provide insight into the evolutionary development of it. Modern scans reveal that the spiral of the teeth acted as a self-sharpening mechanism, replacing worn teeth with new ones as they rotated into place. This arrangement allowed it to retain a continuous cutting edge, ideal for slicing through prey. Discoveries of Helicoprion fossils have brought forth all sorts of shocking revelations. Fossils found in Idaho, Russia, China, and Japan have enriched our understanding of its distribution and its survival. One noteworthy discovery in Idaho, and displayed at the Idaho Museum of Natural History, remains one of the most complete Helicoprion specimens ever found. This specimen, uncovered during a road construction, emphasized that Helicoprion ranged far and wide in prehistoric oceans. Intriguing insights about this ancient panda's life, its survival challenges, and the environmental shifts that ultimately led to its extinction. The discovery serves as a reminder of the diversity of life that once populated Europe, inviting questions about how these ancient relatives fit into the evolutionary story of today's giant panda. The story of the European panda began in the late 1970s, when two teeth, an upper canine and an upper molar, were discovered in northwestern Bulgaria. Originally found in coal deposits, these teeth were stained black, suggesting they came from a swampy, coal-rich environment. After the excavation, the fossils found their way to the Bulgarian National Museum of Natural History in Sofia, where they lay in storage for around 40 years. Recently, museum staff revisited these overlooked fossils, leading researchers to realize the teeth were not only from a panda species, but one unlike any previously discovered in Europe. Upon closer examination, the panda revealed itself to be a unique evolutionary chapter. Unlike earlier European panda species, whose fossils date back more than line on a ranch in Nebraska, stumbled upon an enormous thigh bone, hinting at something far larger below. Over the next few days, a team led by young paleontology student Mike Voorhees carefully unearthed the remains, discovering not one, but two mammoths. Even more astounding, these giants had died mid-battle, their massive tusks locked together in a violent struggle. The mammoth remains were stored away in Nebraska's University Museum, largely unseen by the public, until recent preparations brought the world's only known mammoth deathmatch fossil to light. The two mammoths found in Nebraska were Columbian mammoths, a species even larger than the well-known woolly mammoth. Standing up to 13 feet tall and weighing between 8 to 10 tons, Columbian mammoths boasted tusks that could exceed 9 feet in length, capable of both defense and fierce offense. Columbian mammoths, unlike their woolly counterparts, occupied more temperate regions of North America, thriving on the unwilling or unable to release the other. Number 11. The Pangea lizards. In 1866, fossil hunters in southern Ireland's County Kilkenny unearthed a rare collection of fossils in a coal seam known as the Yarrow Assemblage. Within it lay the peculiar remains of a Keraterpeton, a small amphibian-like creature that lived around 300 million years ago. The fossils weren't just old, they were mangled, deformed, and mixed with crystal-like minerals as if the bones had been cooked. For years, researchers puzzled over this fossil collection's warped state and proposed that acidic soil or other local conditions might have dissolved and misshaped them. However, recent analysis has shed light on a far more dramatic story. As geologists delved deeper, they uncovered evidence that suggested these fossils were transformed by extreme conditions during one of Earth's most monumental events, the formation of the supercontinent Pangea. Pangea, the massive landmass that united all of Earth's continent fluids, surged through underground networks. The tectonic mayhem of Pangea's formation was extreme, generating heat and pressure that released superheated fluids. Now, these boiling fluids, rich in minerals, coursed through cracks in the rocks, altering anything in their path, including the buried bones of ancient creatures like Keraterpeton. In Ireland, as these subterranean fluids surged through the Yarrow Assemblage, they literally cooked the fossils, changing their original bone structure into a warped, crystal-laden form. These extreme forces didn't just alter landscapes, they permanently transformed the bones of these ancient creatures, preserving a twisted record of Earth's dynamic past. The fact that these fossils were so profoundly altered during one of the most intense periods of tectonic activity is a marvel, and it offers insights into the forces that formed Pangea. Number 10. The Leviathan turtle. In a groundbreaking discovery, paleontologists in Spain unearthed a newly identified species was a game-changer for more than its remarkable length. Its pelvis, the only complete part of its fossilized remains, reveals a unique anatomical feature, a mysterious protrusion unlike anything seen in earlier extinct or modern turtles. Researchers speculate this protrusion might have aided in respiration, hinting at a unique adaptation possibly linked to the deep ancient waters it once roamed. This anatomical peculiarity was so distinct that scientists classified it into its own genus, marking it as a unique evolutionary branch. Until this discovery, it was believed that the largest turtles evolved along a single lineage. This one, however, shows that Europe had its own line of giant sea turtles, separate from the well-known Archelon of North America, which reached a record-breaking length of 15 feet. This raises tantalizing possibilities of other undiscovered ancient giant turtles, each with its own unique set of adaptations and evolutionary pathways. This one, with its massive size and distinct pelvic structure, also suggests that into the late Cretaceous, the fossil remains uniquely preserved, displaying each dinosaur's fatal last moves with chilling clarity. The fossil, dubbed the fighting dinosaurs, offer a rare glimpse into real-life predatory behavior. The physical positioning of each dinosaur in the fossil reveals a clear sequence of the struggle. The velociraptor lies on its back beneath the protoceratops, its right hand trapped between the protoceratops' jaws, while its left claws rake across the herbivore's skull. The protoceratops, a small frilled herbivore, maintains a defensive posture, its powerful jaws biting down as its semi-erect stance indicates a sudden forceful clash. Early explanations suggest drowning, dune collapse, or a sandstorm as possible burial events that could have led to both dinosaurs being preserved in place. Mongolian paleontologist Rinchen Barsbold proposed in 1974 that both dinosaurs might have been swept into quicksand, immobilizing them mid-battle. The discovery of the fighting dinosaur fossil altered scavenger activity after the pair were buried. One of the fossil's most enduring mysteries is what it reveals about velociraptors hunting. Unwin and his team speculated that velociraptors may have hunted during sandstorms, capitalizing on the protoceratops's vulnerability as it crouched to protect itself from swirling sand. This would indicate strategic behaviors in an understanding of environmental conditions, impressive traits that have reshaped modern interpretations of velociraptor intelligence. Number 8. The Moa Claw. The Moa Claw is a relic that looks as if it belonged to a creature straight out of mythology. It stunned archaeologists when they uncovered it nearly 3 decades ago in New Zealand. Deep within a cave system on Mount Owen, researchers stumbled upon a massive dinosaur-like claw still preserved with scales and flesh. In the dim light of the cave, it seemed as if the claw could have belonged to something recently deceased. Upon closer analysis, it was revealed to be a 3,300-year-old mummified claw from an upland moa, an extinct flightless bird native. The first moa remains were found in 1839. The first recognized moa bone, initially ridiculed as belonging to an unknown giant bird, was later attributed to this unusual species, confirming Sir Richard Owen's hypothesis. The dry, constant breeze within the cave likely desiccated the moa's remains, preserving the claw almost perfectly. Such well-preserved remains have sparked conversations about reviving the species using modern genetic techniques. The discovery of these moa bones began in 1839 when Sir Richard Owen examined a mysterious fossilized bone that had been found by a Maori individual and brought to Europe. Owen's determination that the bone belonged to a giant previously unknown bird was initially met with ridicule, but over the years thousands of remains have been uncovered in various locations, and this moa claw remains unique in its preservation. The preservation of this moa claw has sparked ongoing conversations around de-extinction. The claw's intact tissue and genetic material have been extended. Last meal. The discovery of a remarkable fossilized ichthyosaur in southwestern China has sent shockwaves through the paleontological community, forcing scientists to reassess their understanding of marine ecosystems during the Triassic period. This 15-foot-long marine predator, known scientifically as Guisho ichthyosaurus, was found with the entire torso of another substantial creature, a 13-foot-long thalattosaur lodged in its gut. The implications of this find are immense, presenting a vivid snapshot of prehistoric predator-prey dynamics. Dating back approximately 240 million years, the fossil of the ichthyosaur encapsulates a moment that challenges previous assumptions about its feeding behavior. Paleontologists had long believed that ichthyosaurs primarily preyed on softer, more elusive marine creatures like cephalopods. The discovery of this remains suggests a far more aggressive dietary inclination, hinting at the ichthyosaur's capability to consume prey nearly its own size. The ichthyosaur suggested that the former might be true. If another predator had killed the thalattosaur, it seems unlikely that the ichthyosaur would have left more nutritious parts of its prey uneaten. Number 6. The Laetoli footprints. The discovery of the Laetoli footprints in Tanzania has fundamentally changed our understanding of early human ancestors and their behavior. Dating back approximately 3.6 million years, these footprints are not merely remnants of a bygone era, they represent a significant chapter of human evolution, revealing insights into the lives of our early predecessors. The footprints attributed to the species Australopithecus afarensis provide compelling evidence of bipedalism long before the evolution of larger brain sizes. The Laetoli footprints were first uncovered in the 1970s, led by renowned paleontologist Mary Leakey and her team, while exploring volcanic ash deposits in 1976. They initially identified animal tracks, but it wasn't until 1978 that Paul Abel discovered a modern human, then two apes. Their feet featured big toes aligned with the rest of their foot, unlike the divergent toes of apes, which assist in climbing. The evidence suggests that these early humans employed a heel-strike gait, mirroring the walking pattern of modern humans. These footprints also indicate that the early humans had relatively short legs, as evidenced by the close spacing between impressions, suggesting a shorter gait. This adaptation would have been crucial for navigating the varied terrain of their environment. The existence of Australopithecus afarensis fossils in the same sediment layer as the footprints provides additional confirmation that this species was indeed responsible for the trail. Number 5. Gigantopithecus. The Gigantopithecus is an extinct genus of ape that roamed parts of Asia during the early to middle Pleistocene, approximately 2 million to about 300,000 years ago. Known primarily from fossilized remains discovered in southern China, Gigantopithecus blacki, the only recognized species, has captivated both mislabeled as dragon bones used in traditional medicine. His observations of these teeth led him to propose the existence of this giant ape, subsequently naming it Gigantopithecus blacki in honor of Canadian paleoanthropologist David Black. The size of the teeth, measuring approximately 0.7 inches by 0.8 inches, was astonishing, prompting further investigation. In 1955, a Chinese paleontologist named Pei Wengzhong led an expedition to locate the original Gigantopithecus locally, uncovering 47 additional teeth among shipments of, quote, dragon bones. By 1963, the team had excavated more than 1,000 teeth and several mandibles from the area, revealing a wealth of information about this ancient species. Notably, the remains have since been found in 16 different sites across southern China, yet only teeth and 4 mandibles have been recovered, with other skeletal remains most likely lost to natural processes. The features of these fossils are striking. They possessed large, but ultimately, Gigantopithecus serves as a window into the past, providing insights into the behaviors and habits of long-extinct megafauna and underscoring the delicate balance between species survival and environmental change. Number 4. Spinosaurus. The Spinosaurus, scientifically designated as Spinosaurus aegyptiacus, stands out as one of the most intriguing dinosaurs in paleontological history. Initially discovered from fragmentary remains in the early 20th century, this dinosaur would go on to challenge long-standing beliefs about the dinosaur ecology and behavior. It's widely recognized as the first known swimming dinosaur, reshaping our understanding of how some dinosaurs may have thrived in aquatic habitats. Spinosaurus first captured the attention of scientists when it was described by German paleontologist Ernst Freyr-Stromer von Reichenbach in 1915. The initial fossils, unearthed in the Kemkem beds of Morocco in 1912, consisted of several vertebrae and apertures. Most marine creatures from the Mesozoic era were classified as marine reptiles, such as pliosaurs, ichthyosaurs, and mosasaurs, which were not considered dinosaurs. This prevailing view made the idea of a swimming dinosaur seem pretty far-fetched, and claims of an exception demanded extraordinary evidence. In recent years, groundbreaking discoveries have emerged that have reshaped the conversation surrounding Spinosaurus. The most compelling evidence came from that remarkable find in Morocco, a nearly 95-million-year-old tail exhibiting an unusual paddle-like shape. This 2-foot-long appendage is not just a curiosity. Researchers argue that it is unmistakably aquatic in design and likely served to propel the massive dinosaur through the depths of the rivers where it hunted for fish. The structure of the tail resembles that of modern crocodiles, suggesting that Spinosaurus was a highly adapted swimmer, capable of navigating its watery environment with deadly agility. Number 3. Sioux, behavior and life history of one of the most iconic dinosaurs. The name Sioux honors Sue Hendrickson, the paleontologist and fossil collector who discovered the skeleton on a fateful day in the Badlands of South Dakota. The discovery of Sioux happened against the backdrop of ongoing debates about T-Rex and its place in the dinosaur lineage. While previous T-Rex finds were often missing significant portions of their bones, Sioux provided a nearly complete representation of this predator. Sioux was discovered during an expedition by the Black Hills Institute, a fossil research organization based in South Dakota. The group initially set out to collect fossils in the Cheyenne River Indian Reservation when a flat tire forced them to delay their departure. Taking advantage of their unexpected break, Sue Hendrickson decided to explore the cliffs nearby. Her decision to investigate led to the astonishing discovery of bone fragments embedded in the rock face. Upon closer inspection, the team led by Peter Larson quickly recognized the significance of the find. The visible bones, many of which were Sue's preservation was due to rapid burial by water and mud shortly after her death. The unique context of the discovery, the mixing of different skeletal fragments due to the water rushing in, also provided a fascinating glimpse into the circumstances surrounding its death. Number 2. Archaeopteryx. The Archaeopteryx, derived from the ancient Greek words archaios, meaning ancient, and pteryx, meaning feather or wing, represents a remarkable genus of bird dinosaur that lived approximately 150 million years ago during the late Jurassic. Often dubbed the original bird or the first bird, this transitional fossil provides crucial insights into the evolutionary connection between dinosaurs and modern birds. Measuring roughly the size of a Eurasian magpie, the Archaeopteryx reached about 1.5 feet in length. Its broad wings and long tail suggest that it possessed some capability for flight or gliding. The skeletal structure reveals a blend of character-advanced flight feathers, indicative of aerodynamic capability that support the idea that it may have been able to engage in primitive flight. Recent studies suggest that it possessed some aerodynamic abilities, likely allowing it to perform short active flights, potentially for hunting or evading predators. Its primitive shoulder girdle may have limits in flapping abilities, and the lack of feathering on its upper neck and head may be attributed to the preservation process. Over the years, a total of 12 specimens have been unearthed, all linked to the same species, though some debate remains about their classification. Archaeopteryx is celebrated for its role as a transitional fossil. It bridges the gap between non-avian dinosaurs and the birds we know today. Number 1. Lucy. It had to be Lucy, right? So the discovery of Lucy in 1974 marked a groundbreaking moment in the study of human evolution, challenging beliefs that redefined our understanding of the lineage that led to modern humans. Unearthed by U.S. paleoanthropologist Donald Johannes million years. Lucy's significance lies not only in her age and completeness, but also in the role in reshaping our understanding of the evolutionary timeline. Prior to her discovery, the prevailing notion among scientists was that the development of large brains was a precursor to bipedalism, the ability to walk upright on two legs. At the time, all known human fossils displayed relatively large cranial capacities, leading researchers to assume that brain size must have evolved before the physical adaptations necessary for upright locomotion. However, Lucy's remains reveal a different narrative. Standing about 3.5 feet tall, Lucy had a brain size comparable to that of a chimpanzee. Yet her skeletal structure was adapted for bipedalism. This juxtaposition of her small brain and upright posture was a crucial revelation, illustrating that the capacity for bipedal locomotion emerged long before significant brain enlargement occurred. Lucy's skeletal adaptations for bipedalism are notably reflected in her femur, which is angled to allow for new hypotheses regarding human evolution. Moreover, Lucy's discovery has led to advancements in dating techniques and analytical methods, allowing for more accurate reconstructions of ancient environments and better contextualization of fossil finds. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time. Thank you to our channel members.